when I come to a seam like this, on this doorstop, I can get it tight because I have a stud right here and I have a stud right here, so I'm not going to have a problem getting this tight. I'm going to put glue on here. Let me show you. You see this? I don't nail it. I'll nail a couple of nails further down, but I'll leave a good section not nailed yet. And the reason is, I want to be able to line this seam up perfect. You see how this can move up and down? I want to line this up perfect and put glue on it. And I'm going to show you the way I do that. This is my outside cut here. I'm going to put a little glue on it. Okay? Then I'm going to set the other end up in the corner and line this seam up. You see how it can go up and down, and sometimes if you're not careful, this can go up and you don't even realize it. So I'll take a small level, and that way I have a nice straight edge. And I'll line this up to my lines that I had on the wall, making sure that this is real tight on both sides of this. Then I'm going to shoot it in. On that side, and then on this side I have a stud, keeping this really tight on this seam. Now, I have a virtually undetectable seam. Our crown molding's up and we're ready to paint it. All we have to do is fill in a couple of putty holes, caulk it, and we're ready to go. There's a couple of important things I want to bring to your attention. I always put a coat of paint on my trim before I cut it and put it up. That way you have a good coat on there to start with. You don't have to paint on fresh wood. Another thing is I glue my joints. All my joints, inside and outside corners, including my laps where if I have a seam, I'll glue them together, because the last thing you want to do is have this painted and it looks great and you start popping up with cracks later down the line. And if you ever look at a new house, a lot of times they look great when you walk in. You look around, everything looks perfect. 2 or 3 months later, you start seeing little cracks in there. And the reason is the wood shrinks and that paint doesn't, so you'll have a crack there. So make sure you glue them together. That way you won't have those cracks 2 or 3 months down the line. All right, another real important key to this is treat this crown molding as one piece. Don't treat it as two. What I mean by that is, don't nail this up and then pop a line and go level across here, because ceilings are crooked. This ceiling is a ½ inch off from one side to the other, which means 11.5 feet, it's a ½ inch off. So if I were to pop a line here, I'd have this maybe 2.5 inches, and then over on the other end I'd have 3 inches, and that gap is going to be real noticeable. If you treat this as one piece, then the ½ inch goes from here to the ground, so over 8 feet you'll never notice that difference. You can't even tell the ceiling's off a ½ inch by looking at it, but if you measure it you'll be able to tell, or put a level on it. So that's what I'm talking about with this. It's an optical illusion. You just let the wide part be your gap, not this part. Okay, another thing with this is make sure you stop with your crown molding and your trim molding about 3 to 4 feet before you hit this corner. And what I mean by that is, I'll take and nail my crown on. I won't put any nails 3 or 4 feet away from this corner, so I can twist it and make it match this one. So when I put this one up, I can line them up perfect, then nail this, and then nail this while it's lined up to there. Then I'll go down here and I'll shoot it to about 3 or 4 feet away from that corner, and when I get my next piece, I'll be able to line them up, because you have to twist that crown to get it perfect in those corners. Okay? So this makes it a lot easier. If you hard nail this thing all the way around and just shoot it in, you come back to put your other piece, if it's twisted a tiny bit, you'll never be able to do it. You're going to have to take and pull the nails back off and straighten it out. So it's a lot easier if you just work one piece at a time, work one corner at a time. I have a seam right here that's not perfect. We all make mistakes, and when I was sanding this, I went a little too deep. So what I do is I'll put a little wood putty on it. This is a wood filler by DAP. It's a latex filler, and this stuff is awesome. It dries fast. I just rubbed it in this crack right here where I lost the line, and I put a piece of tape underneath it because I'm going to go here with the sandpaper and here. Now, I wanted to bring this to your attention. I know it's a minor detail, but I just want you to know, even when you're sanding other seams or doing things like this, there's ways to do it right and really make it look good. I'll take a drywall knife because it has a real fine blade there. And I'll take, this is 120 grit paper, and I'll fold it right on the edge of this so I get a good edge. I can take it right in that groove, and I'll just slide it back and forth a few times in that groove. And it's going to take that line and make them meet. This is where it all started. Right here on this wall. We had a hole in this wall right here, and we had a doorknob hole right here that I showed how to patch earlier. Once I got into that, I said, look, let's just go ahead and fix this room up and put crown molding and scrape these ceilings down because I don't like the popcorn ceilings. Make sure you check out my future videos because I have a lot more to show you.